Yo, this is Evan. This is goshdarnblog.com, and today we're going to talk about Neville Goddard and how I understand it and what I've been practicing. So what I really truly think Neville Goddard and other self-improvement people are trying to say is you got to change as a person. You can't stay the same. Like whatever you were last week, last year, you can't be that person anymore. You have to change. And I don't think a lot of gurus out there actually explain that. And so a lot of us stay the same when we're thinking, I want to make more money, I want to do this. Why isn't it working? Because we're not changing. And you can see that in so many people. It's because there's a comfort zone, and I fall for it, and everybody falls for it, and we stay in our comfort zone. We do not get out of it. Like last night and today, I was scrolling through Facebook posts, and I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. I could be using my time more wisely. But I am on Facebook for a reason, and I find it to be a good place for me to be. But anyway, and the other part, so first you have to accept that you're going to change and you're not going to be the same person anymore. I mean, that's the biggest realization, because what's going to happen if you stay the same? Like the last 5 years will be like the next 5 years, and that sucks. For me personally, that sucks, because my last 5 years were pretty screwed up. So I don't want my next 5 years to be anything but good. So how do I do that? Well, I always turn the YouTube videos on like almost every day, because I have a lot of free time right now due to things that have happened to me in my health, and I have to stay home right now. I can't even leave the house right now. So I get to like watch the YouTube videos, right? And I've noticed that the other part that I had trouble with was feeling it. So if I want a girlfriend, how do I feel I have a girlfriend next to me? That's a challenge. So feeling it, and then realizing you're gonna have to change yourself completely, and you're not gonna be the same person. And a lot of us don't want to change because we have friends that we kid around with, and we have people that, like, our parents. And some of these people are no good, they're negative, and they're not gonna believe this Neville Goddard stuff. And that's gonna be a challenge for me and all of us, because they're gonna be standing right in front of you saying that doesn't work, and they don't know nothing. So they don't know what journey you're on or what journey I'm on. So that's the way it is. So the feeling part, you really have to, a meditation comes up a lot. You have to meditate. And I'm okay with that. I believe I'm Christian, I believe in God. But I do like meditation as a practice. But you have to meditate, and you have to imagine feeling what you want. So say you want a Ferrari, you got to imagine driving a Ferrari. I mean, that's the simplest way to explain it. But what would the steering wheel feel like? What would it feel like to press the pedal down with your foot? What would the leather seats feel like? What would it feel like if you put down the window when the wind blew in through your hair? But like, that's kind of like the way you got to go with this, and you got to push it, and you got to push your imagination. Because for a long time I didn't understand the feeling part, and it was kind of shocking for me to realize I didn't understand the feeling part, because I definitely studied manifestation, and I didn't understand. I have to imagine feeling it. So what else I do is I imagine feeling $100 bills in my hand, like a big wad, a big roll. I put in my pocket, imagine that. And I imagine, me running and doing squats in the gym, because I'm going to be on a health kick soon. And that's what I'm going to start doing. But apparently you can do it for anything. Because I've found multiple Neville Goddard videos that just speak to me, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. So if you're doubting it, like, I understand, but this video right here that I put in the description, saying, a lot of people go, I got to see it to believe it. Well, Neville Goddard saying you got to believe it to see it. So you believe that it's going to happen, and then you're going to see it in front of you. I'll give you an example. This is a wild example now. This is an out of control example. But I'm someone who likes to watch live adult webcams, okay? I'm not like somebody who's like ashamed of that. I know there's like a big trend where, oh, I'm ashamed of watching porn. I'm not really ashamed of that. I don't really go for that. But so I was watching adult live webcams last night, and I'm pretty sure I saw somebody that I met a year ago on there. And strange but true. And I'm pretty sure I saw somebody that I met a year ago. So I was thinking, well, what would happen if I dated her? Would I be on an adult webcam now? Like, well, holy crap. But anyway, so, the reason why I bring that up, that wild example, is because I'm trying to manifest a girlfriend. And anything that comes to me, like, oh, I recognize her. That was someone I was actually interested in dating, which is funny. And I saw her on an adult webcam. And I mean, that's part of the manifestation process, is having those weird synchronicity type experiences. And you just got to acknowledge it. Like, someone gave me some money last week, and I acknowledged that I was imagining, it was cash. So I was already imagining cash in my hand. So I acknowledged that this is a real process. Instead of just saying, oh, yeah, just you acknowledge that the process is working for you, and maybe it hasn't happened yet. And that's another thing, is the time element. We're all impatient. We want it now. And I'm seeing like some videos here, like, oh, manifest in an hour, and I will watch that, but I don't know what that's going to say. But you change as a person, so that means you change your mindset, and you got to stop telling you got to stop saying mean things to yourself, that you're not worthy. You got to stop doing that. And watching these videos will help you, like the manifesting videos. Joe Vitale's another one I watch. That one helped me. But you're going to have people who don't believe this, and they're going to be around you, and you're going to have to believe it anyway, and it's going to be rough. I found it to be rough doing this. But, I got a job prospect yesterday. I mean, that's another example of cash. Like, I didn't know that was going to happen, so. But I'm basically trying not to worry now. So I'm trying to like understand that I worry, and I'm trying to just be like, dude, it's already done. That's another one. Like, it's an assumption. It's like, I already have a girlfriend. I already have money. I already have great, perfect health. And you got to say that to yourself. And that sounds stupid because it's not there, but it's not stupid, because like, what would happen if you had that type of confidence? Like, how would you feel if you had, the perfect relationship with the girl of your dreams? Like, how would that make you feel? You'd be happy, you'd be smiling from ear to ear. And this is kind of the stuff I think about. So I'm not good at it yet. So I continue to watch the videos to remind me. But that's a good one. Imagine yourself like happy that you got this stuff. I mean, that would probably make you cry. You'd imagine that you're happy that you got all the good stuff that you wanted. And, most likely this stuff's going to work, and it's going to happen. And it might not happen overnight. That's the other part that gets us all, frustrated, because it could take some time. But what Neville Goddard says is, it's God. God knows more than you of when you should experience these things you think about or whatever. And it's like a divine thing, and you have to start accepting a spiritual part of the divine, because you are thinking divine things. Like, if you want a better life, that is a divine thought. You want your life to be better than it is now, so that is divine in itself. And the fact that you have to change is another divine aspect. I mean, I don't think a lot of self-help gurus explain that very well, that you have to change. If you can practice these techniques, but what you have to do is not be the person you were yesterday. Like, you can't be that person anymore. So that's like a hard one to figure out. Like, I really like, marijuana, and it's like 4 minutes to 4:20 right now, and I'm not going to do marijuana because I changed, and it's not a big part of my experience anymore. Because I was thinking about that, like, does it have to be just because it's 420, do I have to like partake? No. So I'm changing, because that used to be something I thought, oh, I need to do marijuana at 420. You know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff you have to think about. And I mean, those are the main points I'm going to go over today, but there's more. And it, you know, when you watch the videos, you'll have more, and you're welcome to put in the comments like what you learned from Neville Goddard, because this is a good conversation to have. And follow my links in the description. I got a lot of stuff for sale, and I'd appreciate if you supported me. Thanks for checking it out, and lots of love to you.